And do you remember the name of the ship that you went over on?
Her Majesty's ship Corona.
Corona. And where did that sail out of?
Out of New York.
Oh, okay. And did you go directly to France, or did you stop in England on the way?
The German submarine came up in the middle of our convoy.
Really?
And it split the convoy in two, and we took a circuitous route. Mm-hmm. And I think we were on the water for 21 days. And we never did get into any trouble with the submarine that split us up. And so we were, but the thing about our trip across was the flu. And there were 91 that died aboard ship with the flu on the way over.
91?
Yeah.
And how many soldiers about were on the ship? A few hundred, or?
I suppose I don't really know.
Were there men in your from your unit who died?
There were some from my unit. I had the brother of a sergeant that was in my outfit died. They started putting the bodies along the outside deck, but there got to be too many, and they reverted to burying them at sea.
Is that right?
Yeah. They just didn't. This was and they converted the big fancy dining room of the ship to a hospital. And so we stayed on tables, and they put two tables together, and there'd be two of us. And my head was next to the feet of the guy next.
So you slept on tables?
We slept on tables.
Goodness.
And we had little pads, but they didn't amount to much. But I was awfully sick. Yeah, awfully sick with it.
How far out? How many days out to sea were you when the first person on the ship came down with it?
Oh, I suppose almost the first day. And I remember they assigned me to duty at a doorway that goes to the lower deck. And an officer came along, and I failed to salute. And he checked me on it. And I made some vague remark that didn't make any sense to him. And he knew right away that I had the flu. And
oh, really?
They hospitalized me. I don't remember how many died from our unit. I remember the brother of a sergeant that was in our unit was behind me, and we had these long tables, and we had two to a table, and his feet would come to my head, and he kept kicking me in the head. He was just out of it, you know. He couldn't help. He was trying to survive, and he finally died.
Oh, he did die?
Yeah.
On board?
On board, yeah.
Huh. So, and then they brought somebody else, they put somebody else on the table?
Yeah, and he was more gentle with my head.